Hey guys, today we're actually going to be looking at soloing as a druid and using auto attack build pretty much, where you try and gather as much attack and elemental damage as you can while still putting points in focus and avoiding strength, but I'll get into that later. So the gear I'm running is just Radiant, pretty standard, 150 helm and 150 offhand. For the jewelry we have the Stormcaller Ami, which provides a lot of much needed attack. Bracelets are standard, got the miscellaneous poison, just some Aggie rings, damage Aggie rings, and of course the Reaper ring, which adds a lot of attack as well as a 100 poison skill, which is really good in Karamork tunnels, which is where I'll be leveling. For skills, I use Lightning Strike, Storm Touch, Strangling Vines, Mage's Touch, and Shield of Bark, and of course those two given skills. I'll get into the skills later and how good is each skill and stuff. So anyway, here we are where I'm going to level. I'm currently level 158. I haven't put any points in the strength, and I've gone for a tanky build. This is because these mobs actually do heaps of damage. So I like to stack tank, and as you can see here, I do have my mage power leveling me, so it is a bit of a cheat, but I do solo at the end of the video, so to prove that this build is super reliable, you'll have that. The reason you don't want to put any points in strength is because strength actually multiplies with physical damage, so your pierce, crush, and slash. And considering we actually have no main hand, there is no point in putting any points in strength, as there's nothing to multiply pretty much. So, if that makes sense. If you're lucky enough to have a mage or be leveling with a mage and you're a druid, you should probably try and get him to use a magic lure if you're a druid. As you can see there, my mage just did a 16k crit and took the kill, but that was kind of annoying. Anyway, as I was saying, I would have used the magic lure while leveling. It would have been a lot more productive, but I couldn't find an old book, unfortunately, so this will do. Leveling up really good here. I'm getting into the part where I can solo. So I'm level 160 here, so I elixir for about an hour and a half or something, nearly 2 hours. I think I did 6 elixirs and did 2 levels, so it's pretty decent. So here you can see the poor little druid caster actually doing some good damage to these mobs, even though it is sped up a little bit. But as you can see, it can definitely hold its own. As I actually started leveling, I noticed that Storm Touch actually wasn't very good, because the amount of orders I could get in before the damage actually went off was, I think, better than the damage of the Storm Touch, if that makes sense. Sorry, I didn't articulate myself too well there. But yeah, it's still good because you're leveling up nature magic at the end of the day. So what I'd like to do is initiate with the Strangling Vines, then use my Lightning Strike, then use my Reaper and my Stormcaller Ami skill. Now I sort of drifted away from using Storm Touch, as it's kind of bad. Back in the pit where I was leveling, I used Nature's Touch a lot of the time if I was low after a kill. Here I am actually killing a 4 stars. I was shitting myself here because another mob actually came and harassed me, but you know, held my own here. So goes to show that druids actually can solo level, provided that you have the gear that I have, which is pretty good. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't care, if you don't play druid, hope you at least enjoyed the music and stuff. And I don't know, still a bit sick. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you did enjoy watching this. I'm actually, if you haven't noticed, I'm actually playing on my computer right now, as you see the cursor. Might make a video about that later on. I'll catch you later.